Judge, so it sounds like she missed her blows when she was working. She's clean. I don't know if we can go do a test today to prove that. I did notice that we're set for jury trial on the 25th. The only issue I have with that is I didn't realize that I'm set for an ag assault out of Orange on the 24th. So I would be asking for a reset of that jury trial date. As far as the bond violations today, I've explained to her the importance of.
No, we've done this before. This is our third time being back. It's unacceptable. I can't just let her go. Then I become an enabler and I'm telling her it's okay for you to do whatever you want to do. And it's not. If you have an issue, you come up to here, you tell us what it is, and then we can resolve an issue. But I can't just let her go when it's a third violation. No, you're skipping test after test after test after test. This is your third time back on bond violations. It's unacceptable. No. She goes with you. Sorry. You're skipping tons of tests. It's your third time coming back for bond violations. Unacceptable.
Please, my son's graduation is coming. My son's graduation is coming. Please,
I'm not going to talk to you without your lawyer.
We've reached a resolution in Galindo. I just needed to sign.
So she don't no more trial?
I'm sorry.
No more trial?
No.
Okay. Up to her. She's the one that's driving the bus. Is this a true first? Can you look her up, please?
It is a true first try.
You scare me. All I asked you to do was not consume while you were on bond, and you were incapable of doing that. The idea is that you learn something. I know that you say yes, I get it, but that you truly learn something, because this is the first here. How many times has it been in reality? You have to understand that from now on, anytime you get pulled over, an officer will see this. If they smell alcohol on you, what do you think they're going to do? What?
I don't want to take a breath of that.
No.
I'll take it in.
Right. That's what's most probably going to happen. And what we're doing today, the proverbial slap on the wrist, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. The idea is that you learn to wear it. If you're going to endanger yourself, okay, but don't endanger other people. God forbid you make some kind of catastrophic mistake where you're looking at 30 to 40, 50, 60 years, because every day it happens in Harris County. Every day someone dies from alcohol-related collision, and it's not fair when $30 will get you anywhere you want to go with one click of a button, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement today. What you're doing today is you're making a lifetime decision. So don't take it lightly, because once you plead guilty to this offense, there's no turning back. You cannot come back tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks and say, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to do this anymore. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement, Ms. Galindo. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, the right to be arraigned, charged, read in open court. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. Is this what you want to do?
I'm guilty.
Ma'am, I'm going to find you guilty. I'll send you to 3 days in jail. I'm going to give you credit for 1. I am going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Let me make one more thing clear to you, that DWI is huge business in the state of Texas. When you plead guilty to this type of offense, there is a $3,000 surcharge that tax onto you. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. I'm not going to hit you up, but a second DWI, you're looking at $6,000. If you come back with another one, get ready. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail. And you're also looking at potential up to $6,000. Get a clue. Good luck, man. Please hit the clerk. 90 days. Okay.
Guevara has a plea.
This is,
Yes, Your Honor. This is
He's a
Guevara.
plea.
Mr. Guevara, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor, so you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 90 days in jail with credit for the 29 days that you've done.
Yes,
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it stays like this on your record forever. Do you understand?
yes.
Now, he has two open DWIs?
Yes, to Your Honor, we're
Yes,
dismissing
they're
one.
Dismissing one.
Yes, Judge.
Does he have an immigration detainment? Do you know?
I believe he
Yes,
does.
he
Your
has a
Honor.
hold, he
Yes.
said.
Mr. Guevara, is it true or untrue that you had a .15 or above?
Yes, sir.
All right, who did the enhancement? How do you plead to the offense, or guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Find you guilty. I will send you to the 90 days in jail. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive. You know, from now on, whenever you get pulled over, an officer is going to look at your record and they're going to see DWI. DWI. If they smell alcohol on you the next time you get pulled over, it's probably not going to go well for you. A third DWI, you're looking at a third-degree felony up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand? Get a clue. Good luck, Mr. Guevara.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would be excused.
All right. You are Mr. Nieto. Mr. Nieto, you are charged with harassment. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 14th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance family call at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant, who stated the defendant had already left the location and was down the street wearing a black sweater and blue jeans. The officer made contact with the defendant, who matched the description. The complainant stated she was washing dishes when she received a phone call from the defendant, who wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day with her and that he was coming over. The complainant noticed when the defendant arrived, he had already been drinking alcohol and brought over a new bottle of tequila. The defendant entered the residence, drank the entire bottle, and started belligerently yelling about his ex-wife. The complainant asked the defendant to leave. The defendant refused, and the defendant started breaking items in the house and threw a vase at the complainant, which she was able to dodge. The complainant eventually got the defendant out the door, and the defendant then threatened the complainant, stating, "If you don't let me inside the house, I'm going to send someone to shoot up the place." He said this several times. The complainant was in fear for her life, and the complainant is in a dating relationship of 5 years with the defendant, and the two live together.
What are you requesting?
We're requesting a mow-up, Your Honor, and no contact with the complainant.
I see a protective order has already been issued.
Is there an issue, Your Honor? Yes. So we're just wanting to make sure there's one issued. Okay.
So understand, Mr. Nieto, that I'm going to find that there is sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and to undergo random testing. The protective order has been issued. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, the state can file more charges against you as violation of protective order. If you ever have any questions about what you can and cannot do, you can ask your lawyer and she can tell you what you can and can't do. Just be careful while you're in the jail, as all phone calls are recorded. Anything else?
No, Judge, that's all.
Okay,
We're waiving the bail hearing on both of these. So, custody case.
okay. All right, Mr. Nieto, good luck to you and good luck to you, sir. Okay, thanks, guys.